Okay, now we're talking with El Diablo. He just finished his last show of the Fringe 2019 festival, and he's on his way to another country now. We just want to ask you, El Diablo, how you view Winnipeg Fringe and your experience here as a first-time visitor to our city.
It's an amazing festival. I had a lot of fun, full house almost every show, a lot of good histories, good reaction of the audience. Was fun, and like every theater should be.
One thing I happen to notice about your show too, because I did see some other magic shows, is you take about 12 people out of the audience and put them around your table. Is that kind of thing you do lots of, like pull people out of the audience, maybe pre-select them? I noticed a lot of young people were in your audience too, at your table on stage. You want to get young people involved in the experience?
Yes, I want everyone involved. So if I put people close to me, they can see that I don't do tricks. It's real magic, let's say that. So they can enjoy the experience in a deep way, not. And for the audience, it's good also because they see the reaction of these people that are close to me, how they react for the show.
And what kind of feedback after the show is over? Do people make comments to you about your show? Because I know you shake hands with them and get selfies with them after the show is over. What kind of comments do people say to you?
They say that's a magical show. They say they laugh like never before. They have a great time. They say the show, they will not sleep tonight.
One thing that one of the attendees, Candacia, she was on the stage in the last show, she mentioned your persona is very catchy. You have a certain persona, very friendly, open persona. You want people to have a great experience, positive experience. So she noticed that about you. Your persona is very interesting.
Thank you for her to say that for me.
Yes. So that's what stood out to her, is your persona, the way you did the tricks. You get energy, enthusiasm. You did that thing with the movement of the hands in the audience quite a few times. You want to get them involved, right?
Yeah.
Not just watch a show and
no, because
be entertained.
that's the persona is about the artist. So every artist have your way to perform. So it's not just about the trick, it's about the way that you perform this number, how you put your heart and your spirit there. So for example, everyone can paint cubism, but there is just one Picasso. Everyone can do clown, but there is just one Chaplin. So the same, so it's not about the numbers, it's about the relation with the artist, with your audience.
And so when you performed, you said you performed in Kings in Toronto. Were they also sold out shows, and was your reaction the audience just as positive and energetic as Winnipeg was?
In Winnipeg, I had more shows sold out, because it's a big festival, not? There is another festival that I do that's really small. So I do big festivals, small festivals. I do festivals humanitarian, like voluntary work. So I do every festival. And yes, all these festivals is sold out. Also the shows.
One thing that Candace also commented, and I heard the tech comment too about this particular venue, I guess it's not handicap accessible, which means that anybody in a wheelchair cannot access the show. And you feel that sometimes maybe people might want to come to a show, but because it's got lots of stairs there. And also, have you ever done bigger venues than this? I don't know what the venue seating was here, but have you done 200 or 300 seat venues before? Or you always want to keep it intimate and small, maybe under 100 people?
Now I'm working with 100 people venues, but I'm changing the structure of the show to be possible to put more. But because I'm working in a personal way, now I prefer working just with a small audience, like 100 people.
And I wanted to ask you too, when you selected the 12 people, how do you know who you're going to pick, or just pick them at random?
It's
Like,
random.
You picked a lot of young people,
It's random.
and I see you also picked twins. I heard the word twins, twin boys.
Yes.
That was very interesting. You had them do that head thing together.
Artistic sensitive.
Yes.
So I just feel, I pick that one. Someone I don't need pick, they just coming. And I let, it's okay, you can sit there, close me.
So you also mentioned you have an Instagram page and on social media. Has any of the people that saw your show posted comments on your Instagram?
Yes, they are following me on Instagram and Diablo of the cards. And yeah, they are looking me on Instagram, they send message and the private inbox. They send a message inbox for me.
Oh, private message.
Yes.
Okay. And do they post picture, maybe a selfie?
They take selfies and they post in your Instagram. They tag me in my show.
And so I understand the next city you're off to is Peru.
Yes, in Quitos.
So will you do a fringe show there, or is it outside the fringe circuit now that you're going to do?
Is outside French circuit. It's a festival Belém. That is a small village in Quitos, that in the middle of the Amazon jungle. It's a humanitarian festival. So it's like the Pechanas, the Dr. Clown. He organized this festival with clowns around the world to go to Quitos, that's a poor village, to do something there, to do make artworks there. And this year I will be part of the team, and I will be there to share my art with them.
And is it your first time visiting this festival then? Or
Yes, it will be the first time.
First time. So you've even other festivals around the world that are non-fringe.
Yes.
Humanitarian, you mentioned, or voluntary.
Humanitarian, that will be the first one that I made.
Now, because you said you do humanitarian, do you ever do any kind of tricks at hospitals or some people in?
Yes, before I become an artist traveler, I worked in the hospital for 7 years.
So you did a lot of card tricks to the nurses, doctors?
Yes, of course, that was my job.
In the hospital?
In the hospital for 7 years before I traveled the world.
Before you traveled?
That was the way that I developed my skills.
Okay. When you say you visited 52 countries, did you stay in a lot of cities more than one day, or like how many years is that over? You visited 52 countries. Is that 20 years? Over 20 years you visited 52 countries?
No, I started traveling 3 years.
3 years ago?
3 years ago.
In 3 years you visited 52 countries?
No, I'm visiting. I didn't visit it yet.
Oh, okay. You want to visit?
Yes.
countries.
So I visit now 7 countries.
7 countries.
I'm in the beginning of the journey.
But you want to visit lots of countries?
I will visit 52 countries.
Okay.
I will perform my show and visit 52 countries.
And you want to include Asia, Europe in those?
Asia, I was in Asia, I was in Macau,
Okay.
and I include everywhere, Oceania, Asia, Africa.
Okay. And do you ever change the style of your show at all? For either non-fringe or fringe circuit performances? Or is it pretty well the same
It's the same.
show you do?
It's the same.
You've got it memorized by heart. I guess you could even do it blindfolded.
It's the same, yeah. It's the same structure. I don't make a difference
You don't make
between,
any
it's the same.
Okay.
So what I made here is the same that Peru people going to see.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, thanks very much for talking with us. And again, they can reach you on Instagram,
A Diablo of the cards.
out the other cards, and they can post pictures or
Post
comments.
pictures and messages, comments.
Okay. Okay, I'm glad you enjoyed our city, and I'm glad the weather was good for you, and the people were very friendly, and you got good positive feedback. But saw your show?
Yes, a lot of
Okay.
positive feedback. I make a lot of friends here.
Okay. I understand you might come back next year.
Of course,
Return
I will apply to come back next year.
Okay. And would you like the same venue, or do you think a different venue might be possible, or-
I think I'm going to change avenue to take one big one, and more easy to the people coming.
Okay. And then maybe have more sold-out shows.
Of course, I hope.
Yeah. Well, thanks very much for talking to El Diablo, and have a good trip to Peru.
Okay, thank you
next
so
stop.
much. See you next year.
Okay, thank you.